Prarabdha karma is the karma that has to burn after liberation. But for the liberated one, doesn't make any importance. If you see on your screen that there is some conditioning playing there, so what? You know that it's in the realm of appearance. It looks like you are conditioned, but you know that this is not really affecting you, your true nature. And it is like a deep, deep wisdom that knows that it has to happen this way. And it's not coming with, oh my God, poor me, it's like I'm trapped here or blah blah blah. No, it happens. It's like not imagining yourself in a different realm where it's free of conditionings and only light, only space. No. And you see it as a sacrifice. You see it as a sacrifice of the consciousness that came into the material realm and let itself be seemingly conditioning by matter, but it is not. And you know that it's like going even more with this. Deep down is like it has to be this way. Light coming into the matter, seemingly living as a matter for a while. Why? Just as an act of sacrifice. You see, when you ask what is the purpose of this game, what I feel deeply is that deep down, maybe in a layer in which you don't perceive, you imagine a purpose. But for the one that is really, really content, really free, I say it again, the conditioning doesn't matter. Because there is no imaginary realm in which there is a purpose. No, the purpose of this reality is the reality itself. So, is the conditioning itself. I'm experiencing this conditioning. Why? Just because it has to be here. What if what you experience is what you need to experience? And if it is conditioning, you need to experience conditioning. End of story. No ulterior or future goals, destinations. There might be, I'm not saying they might not happen, you might not arrive into a different space, attention, I'm not saying this. What I'm saying is that to let oneself melt into the pain of seeing yourself chained, it has so much power. Not imagining, not let the mind escape in imagination of some better realm in which you can exist as a free being. From this perspective, I'm saying, I'm also not saying entertaining the conditioning. Oh, you should stay there and create more conditioning. No, saying a very different thing. Because it's a very precious moment to see yourself chained. Most of the people, they are chained, but they don't see their chains all their lives. They are walking happily with them and but completely unaware of them. So therefore, when you see the chains, you have a glimpse of them. The first impulse is to break them, like to run and escape, and this is the imagination process. Where it says, beyond this, I will be free. No, but to stay as chained, to let the chain stay there, not trying to move, not trying to shake, to be free. This means power. For the one that doesn't know how it's to be without chains, for that one, okay, he doesn't know, so he doesn't even have a perception of a memory or imagination of some better place. So that's why he doesn't have the impulse to break the chains. But for the one that knows, you know what, I experienced those moments of pure bliss, pure freedom. For that one it's difficult and to stay with the chains. To accept. I'm not saying this might not happen. Attention, it's very, very, and many people, they can take from from a wrong perspective, and they might not understand what I'm really saying. Because I'm not saying might not happen. I'm saying to accept the chains. Who is going to die in that prison cell? Accept the chains and you'll see. Don't fight with the chains. Don't try to shake. Don't try to move and escape and bump into walls and creating more movement, and therefore more prison to be more real and the chains to be more thick. Once we get the taste of freedom, the chains are very bitter. Nobody wants to stay there. When you don't know what is freedom, you don't care. You are comfortable there. But once you know what is freedom, you want to fight. So therefore, the journey it becomes more subtle. To accept the chains, to understand them. It's the journey of the consciousness into what seemingly looks like a human body mind, like the human experience. To see yourself trapped and then to see yourself free, and to be completely beyond this. To be completely beyond this. Even to be beyond the idea of being free. That's also a prison, no? Not being able to make up any idea and not to want to make any idea of who you are. That's pure bliss. Having no clue, not knowing, not wanting to know, that's pure bliss.